You open the fridge at 11 p.m. even though you already ate. You're not hungry, not really. But something in you is scanning the shelves anyway, looking for the richest thing it can find. That pull is older than agriculture, older than language, older than the idea of a fridge. Your body is still running a 3 million-year-old program, and the program has one rule: eat what's rare, eat what's dense, eat while you can. For most of human history, that rule kept your ancestors alive. When a lion finished with an antelope on the African savanna, the best parts were gone. The muscle, the liver, the heart. Hyenas took the rest. What was left for early humans were the thick leg bones that even hyenas couldn't crack. So they smashed them open with stone tools and scooped out the marrow. Gray, slick, dripping fat. That was the feast. A cracked skull held almost a pound of pure fat. Brains were jackpot food. Insects were not a last resort. Fat white larvae the size of your thumb were dinner. Termites, grubs, beetles, anything that packed calories into a small package. Your body still treats fat like treasure because for hundreds of thousands of years, it was the difference between surviving the next lean season and not. Sugar was the same story. Wild honey was the densest energy source most of your ancestors ever found. The Hadza still climb trees for it today, getting stung hundreds of times, because nothing else in the wild delivers that many calories in one bite. About 15% of their energy still comes from honey. Your brain is wired for that signal. Instant energy plus stored fat for later. Modern food took the signal and turned it into a business. Soda, candy, cereal, sauces, bread. Almost every packaged food is sugar wearing a different costume. Your body cannot tell the difference between a honeycomb in a tree and a donut. It only knows the old rule: store this, you might need it. Protein worked the same way. One mammoth could feed a camp for weeks. That saved time became time to raise children, make tools, tell stories. Your body still craves protein because big kills were rare and valuable. Even rotting meat was part of the system. When a hunter killed something large, they couldn't eat it all at once. They buried it, stashed it in cold streams, left it for days or weeks. By the time they came back, it was crawling with maggots. They ate it anyway. Some researchers think they preferred it. Rotting meat is already partly broken down, easier to chew, easier to absorb. The bacteria even produce B vitamins. Every fermented food you love is controlled rot. Cheese, yogurt, sourdough, beer. Your taste for them did not start in a modern dairy. It started on a savanna 100,000 years ago. The program is still running. At 11 p.m. when you open the fridge, your body is scanning for the densest thing available because tomorrow there might be nothing. That is not a failure of willpower. That is 3 million years of successful survival talking. The world the program was built for is gone. You are standing in a kitchen that would look like a god's pantry to any of your ancestors. Cold, sweet drinks sealed in metal, bread someone else baked, milk that stays fresh for weeks, fruit from places they never heard of, food that nobody had to chase. You might be the first human in your entire lineage who is not hungry, cold, and tired at the same time. Your body has no idea how rare that is, so it keeps scanning. It keeps pulling you toward the densest option it can find: fat, sugar, salt, the richest thing on the shelf. The program does not know about grocery stores or refrigerators or the fact that the next lean season is never coming. It only knows the old rule that kept every one of your ancestors alive long enough to become you. Eat what's rich, eat what's rare, eat while you can, because tomorrow there might be nothing. That is why the craving feels stronger at night. That is why it feels almost independent of hunger. Your body is not broken. It is remembering. And the memory is older than the light switch, older than the fridge, older than the idea that food will always be there when you open the door.